welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at OCroGal. That's my big sigh after the long weekend. I'm so tired today. Welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. I do these vlog style. They're very, very chatty. There's more talking than food. So if that's not your jam, this is the disclaimer. This is your out. I will not take offense. Before we get into everything I need to get into, let's talk about what I have had so far this morning. I am having a Starbucks cold brew. I have no iced coffee in the house. I just used the last of my Trader Joe's coconut cold brew concentrate yesterday. So we got no iced coffee, no cold brew, no nothing. So I asked Cernan if we could get Starbucks because y'all know I've been trying to use my Nespresso pods and I've actually been really good about that, but I just didn't feel like that over ice this morning. I wanted this. So this is a grande cold brew. I actually didn't get anything put in it. Normally I get like syrup or something. I just decided to do all of that at home. So it has the original Nut Pods creamer, 2 packets of Splenda, and then some of the Torani sugar-free s'mores syrup. I am loving the original Nut Pods. I just feel like the original, like no flavor, no nothing, the consistency is like closer to a heavy whipping cream or a half and half. Don't get it twisted. I like the flavored ones too. I have the cinnamon swirl one in there right now. I actually have the like regular like Nut Pods cinnamon swirl and then the Nut Pods oat milk cinnamon swirl, and they are both delicious and work great as creamers, but there's something about the original, like no flavor, no nothing, that really hits home when it comes to like the consistency of a creamer. So that's that. And then I am working on this. I have about half of this left. This is one of those no joke ginger juice shots. Y'all know I love them. Okay, so let's just like get into it because I feel like we have kind of like a lot to talk about. I want to do a lot of like venting and like word vomiting to you guys this morning. So let's just chat about this weekend. This weekend, first we'll just talk about like how this weekend was for us in terms of like what we did, and then we're gonna talk about food. So we had a great weekend. Friday night, Daisy was at my mother-in-law's, which was really nice. Cernan and I went out for the first time in a long time, just the two of us. So that was really, really enjoyable to just like go out to dinner. Sans child, I love her dearly, but you know, it's important to have quality time, just him and I together, and it was just really nice. So we did that Friday night, and then she spent like pretty much all day Saturday with my sister-in-law. So Cernan and I went downtown. We went to a farmer's market, we got brunch, we walked around, came home, I did grocery shopping, I filmed and edited and uploaded my haul. Like I got stuff done on Saturday. It was so nice. It was like the perfect balance of like going out, having fun, you know, taking advantage of the long weekend, but then like coming home and getting down to business. It was great. And then on Sunday, that was another great day. We went on a picnic together. Daisy, Cernan, and I. Daisy played at the park. We went to a furniture store. We're trying to find a coffee table, so we went to furniture store, and I love going to furniture stores. I like going to furniture stores where they don't like pester you. Like that's why I love IKEA, because I love how they have all like the demo rooms set up, and there's no one being like, what are you looking for today? This is the deal we have. Like I don't like that. Same reason why I kind of, well, not so much anymore. I feel like they're better, but back in the day I way preferred Ulta over Sephora, because I feel like at Sephora they used to kind of like pester you. Anyways, it's beside the point. And then we went and got Daisy a new pair of shoes, which was very exciting. She got some twinkle toes. I'll try to find a picture and put them up there. So cute. And she loves them because they have daisies on them, and there's like a flower that's like on the Velcro strap, and she's like, it looks just like a daisy. So that was exciting. And then yesterday was Monday, and Cernan had the day off, so that was really nice. And we went out to lunch with my parents. We haven't done, I mean, we spend a lot of time with my parents. Y'all know we go over there all the time, but just like going out to lunch or out to a meal as a family, I could not even tell you the last time we did that. Family in terms of like, you know, us and my parents. And it was just really nice. We went out to lunch, we walked around the mall. and just, again, came back home and got back to business. It's just life, right? Like, I guess what I'm explaining is just like normal life stuff, but I don't know, I feel really accomplished those days because I feel like I get to like serve myself, you know, and kind of refill my cup, whether it's Cernan and I going out to dinner, or us going to the park as a family, or going out to lunch with my parents, and then it's like back to business when we get home. It was just a really nice weekend. That being said, I'm on the struggle bus, you guys. I am just like on the total, just when it comes to eating, I'm struggling. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm just struggling to stay keto. I was keto like all week last week, and then the weekend came and I wasn't, and I'm not even up on the scale. Like I think that sometimes this does happen, and that's okay too, but I feel like sometimes when you say you like went off your diet or something, it's like the first thing people think of is like, oh, so you like ate McDonald's, or oh, you got Taco Bell at 11 o'clock at night, or like, you know what I mean? And that wasn't the case. It was like, when we went to brunch on Saturday, I got eggs Benedict. I got eggs Benedict with potatoes, and I didn't eat the potatoes, you know, like that type of thing. Yesterday when we went out with my parents, we went to Seasons, which I've talked about them before. They're like a health conscious restaurant. They list calories on the menu for everything. Portions are very small. I got a margarita, and I got shrimp and grits, which is delicious. It's like shrimp and pieces of sausage and bacon, and then like a small portion of grits. So again, I didn't go like ham. I wasn't eating a bunch of fried food. I wasn't eating fast food. Like, I was eating, you know, decent meals. They just weren't keto, and I liked it. And I'm not up on the scale, and it's just, I'm sliding. I feel myself, and I feel silly. I feel silly. Not embarrassed, but just silly, because last week was like my first week back on post-vacation, right? So it's like, how can I only be back on keto for a week and I'm like over it? And I think kind of what's kind of, what am I trying to say? Triggering that is my desire to cook different food. And this is where I was last year when we were like mid-panorama. In May, where I just didn't want to do keto anymore because I wanted to eat different things, and that's where I feel like that's where I'm going now. I felt this way a little bit before we went to Hawaii, so I don't think Hawaii was like the catalyst for this. Like, oh, I ate, you know, everything I wanted in Hawaii, and like now it's really hard to get back on the keto train. No, I was keto all last week. It's just now I just, you know, I'm in that same groove where like I'm on Pinterest and I see these recipes and I'm like, oh, I want to make that. I don't want to keto-fy it. I want to make that recipe. That's all, you know, whole ingredients and whole foods, just not keto. I was putting something away in my cabinet yesterday, and my like cabinet where I keep my like Ziploc bags and tinfoil and all that stuff, below it I have all my cookbooks. And y'all know, like, I went through that phase where I bought like 3 or 4 new cookbooks, and I cooked out of them pretty frequently, but I didn't use them nearly as much as I wanted to. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could like crack that open and make something, but it's just like, I don't want to sift through a cookbook and find the only keto friendly recipes. Like, no, I want to make things with like sauces that aren't particularly keto, or vegetables that are higher in carb, or things like that. I'm not wanting like, oh, I want to, you know, go off so I can like have chips or like have like crackers and what, like, I don't want the simple carbs. I want like, I just want whole foods, and I just want things that are different. So I'm just struggling right now. I'm not throwing in the towel. My mentality today is to just take it day by day. I'm 140, I weighed in this morning and I was 146.2. I just keep hovering 145, 146, and I'm okay with that. Like, here's the thing. The other thing I'm struggling with is that I am happy at the weight that I'm at. I'm happy with how my clothes are fitting. I am happy with how I'm feeling. However, I know how I feel at 140. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, I'm not someone who lives their life by the scale. I don't. And I don't think that there's like more value in a lower number. You know what I mean? Like, it's a number is a number. My thing is that I know how I feel at said number. I know I feel better at 140 than I do at my highest in the last couple years, which was 150, well, excluding being pregnant with Daisy, was like 157. I think that's where I was when I first started keto. I was 157. That's my thing. I know how good I could feel if I was 140. I'm 6 pounds up from that and I feel fine. But it's like, I can see it in the distance and I know how I feel at that weight and I want to be back at that weight. But it's like, at what cost? I'm not miserable. I'm not miserable doing keto at all. Y'all know I love keto. Speaking about how I feel, I love how I feel when I do keto. It's just, I wish I could have the best of both worlds. I guess that's what I'm saying. I wish I could lose weight at the same rate eating a higher carb, not a high carb diet, a higher carb diet than like 20 net carbs. So anyways, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm like I just literally just said, I repeat what I just said. I'm just gonna take it day by day. And right now, day by day for me is doing keto each day. But I sense getting to a place soon where like I'm gonna go through burnout again, which is what happened last year. And that's okay, because I'm a I'm a human being and that happens. I've tossed around so many things in my head, like, do I want to go low carb like I did last year, but actually track my carbs? Because last year when I went low carb, I kind of like here and there was using like Lose It and Carb Manager, and I was using apps and stuff, but I kind of just feel like I did it willy-nilly. And y'all know I love writing in my food journal. So I'm like, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should, you know, pick a set amount of carbs, 80 maybe, and track it through the day. Maybe I should just eat what I want and track calories, like calorie count. And eating what I want would probably equate to more of a low carb diet, but I feel like not having that label on it would help me. Like if it's just like, live your life, live your truth, count your calories, you know, not labeling it as like a specific thing. I don't know. I'm all ears. I would love for you guys to sound off in the comments and just, if you have suggestions, if you have words of encouragement, if you have been through this as well and like, I don't know, a particular change up worked for you. I'm just like, I'm in a funk. That was very long-winded, but I did warn you at the beginning. So like I said, today is Tuesday. Daisy has swim this morning, so we're gonna go do that. We're gonna swing by Barnes & Noble. We've been reading chapter books, well, a chapter book, before bed at night. Normally she picks like 3 books, or like picture books that we read, for like bedtime routine, but she all of a sudden wanted a chapter book one day, and we just went through our second one, and it's like a series. So we're gonna go to Barnes & Noble and get the next one in the series, and then we're gonna go to the grocery store because I need iced coffee. So that's all that's on our agenda today. Broken record. I feel like I say this in every what I eat today. Got some laundry to do. There's gonna be a dishwasher full of clean dishes that I'm gonna have to unload, and yeah, kind of just same old, but at least we're getting out for a little bit today. So and I'm tired from this weekend. Like, we were just go, and I think that's why I'm tired, because normally like that's not the case. We don't have all these like, you know, plans lined up, but with things opening up again, people getting vaccinated, all that jazz, it's kind of like back to reality a little bit. So I'm gonna finish my juice shot, work on my coffee, and I will check in with you guys around lunch. All right, y'all, this is lunch. I have one 80-20 ground beef patty with a quarter slice of pepper jack cheese and some Primal Kitchen ketchup. And then I have half a serving of the wild chicken chips. It's not the Primal Kitchen ketchup, it's actually the G. Hughes ketchup. And then these are the chicken chips. I love these so much, so much. I'm definitely gonna be buying more. I do prefer the plain, like the Himalayan salt over the buffalo. Not because the buffalo ones, flavored ones are bad, I just prefer, I tend to, when it comes to chips, I tend to prefer things that are like more plain. So far for today, again, I'm not writing carbs down. I'm just kind of like mentally tracking, weighing things that have carbs. So I am at 6.5, 2 for the juice shot this morning, 4 for the chips, and then a half of a carb for the ketchup. We just got home. We went to swim. We ran to Barnes & Noble, got Daisy's book, ran to the store and got some more cold brew, and she needed granola bars, Cliff bars, so we got that too. And I'm very, very hungry. So I'm gonna eat that, and I'm gonna have this. It's a Zevia sweetened black tea, 0 carbs. And yeah, I will check back in with you guys when I have a snack or sometime later. I'm definitely gonna be working out today. Last week I committed to doing 3 days. I did 3 days, so this week I wanna do 4 days. And I did not work out yesterday, so if I work out today, it'll be my first workout of the week, and that's the plan. So I will pop back on here when I see fit. Hello friends. It's been a while. It is 3:33. I took a nap. I took like an hour, maybe a little bit longer of an hour than an hour nap. Thankfully, I have a child who was hanging out in the living room with me, had her music playing, dancing, had toys out. You know, it was a mom nap. Like, you're like kind of asleep, but you're also well aware of what's going on, so your child doesn't like hurt themselves. I feel so much better, but I truly think like this weekend just wore me out. So I feel a lot better. I mean, I started the video by saying I was super tired, so I'm not super shocked, but I just haven't taken a nap in so long. But it felt good. So it's 3:33. I am on the bike right now. I picked a class. I'm doing a 20-minute hip hop ride. And I'm just gonna like kill this workout, and then I'm gonna take a bath because I want to. This video is a shit show. I just started drinking my water for the day. Not because I forgot, but because I literally told myself this morning, I was like, I'm not in the mood. Like, I am not in the mood to track my water. I'm not in the mood to drink my water. And then I woke up from my nap and I was like, you need water. Like, I was clearly dehydrated. Like, I was so thirsty. So I just filled up my water. We'll see if I can kill it by the time I go to bed. I think if I'm really diligent, I'll be able to. So yeah, that's what's happening. I haven't had anything to eat or drink since the last time I talked to you. And that Zevia tea was like good, but just like wasn't doing it for me. I had like not even half of it. I like cleaned my plate for lunch, but the Zevia tea was like, eh. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. This day is just weird. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna do like this and I probably will, maybe after my bath I'll check in, or maybe around dinner. Sterling and Daisy just went out to run a bunch of errands, and yeah, so I have some alone time, but I will check back in again when I see fit. All right, y'all, so this is dinner. This is a Korean style beef recipe. I will link it below. It's absolutely delicious. So we have some ground beef here, and then this is the cauliflower rice, the like teriyaki ginger cauliflower rice from Costco, and I topped everything with some green onion. Let me show you in case you haven't seen me. I think I've shown this before, but in case you haven't seen it, this is the cauliflower rice. I think currently it's actually on sale at Costco. It's by the Tattooed Chef, and it is riced cauliflower mixed with peas, corn, red bell peppers, and tossed in a soy sesame ginger sauce. It is 6 net carbs for a cup. I have a half of a cup in my bowl, and the beef is 9 net carbs for what's in my bowl. So I'm completely fine with that today because I really have not eaten much. It's delicious. I was waiting to make the cauliflower rice because I do have plain, just like straight up cauliflower rice, and I was kind of worried that the beef would be a little bit too seasoned to then also have seasoned cauliflower rice, if that makes sense. But it's not. It is seasoned very, very well, but it's not like too salty or too soy sauce-y or anything like that. You actually don't use soy sauce, you use coconut aminos, but I don't know, I just didn't want the flavors to be like fighting with each other and have it be like too flavorful. Does that make sense? Because I feel like with plain cauliflower rice, I'm not a huge fan of just straight up cauliflower rice unless there's something super seasoned to go with it or super saucy. But this combo is gonna be fantastic. So I'm going to eat that. I am also enjoying one of these. I have it in my brewmate. Somebody commented, I need to respond to her comment. She asked what I think about the brewmates. I have 3 of them. I have 2 of these thinner ones that fit like the Alani News or like a Celsius, White Claw, these beers. And then I have the like wider one that would fit like a Bang energy drink. I think they are 100% worth it, especially heading into summer when the weather's gonna get warmer. If you have plans to go to like the bay, the beach, whatever, and take some drinks with you, they're perfect. They're perfect. They keep your drinks ice cold. So this is what I'm having. These are 2.4 carbs. They're not my favorite. Like, they're drinkable. They're not like gross. But the Blue Moon Light Sky, I need to get my hands on some of those because they're so good. If you missed my grocery haul, I picked up those Sapporo light beers because Bevmo didn't have the Blue Moon Light Sky. So that's that, friends. If you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Drop me a comment down below. I feel like this video was all over the place. It was like very ranty. I didn't eat a lot today, but you get what you get, right? Like, this is a normal day in my life. Sometimes these days happen, and it is what it is. If I end up having anything else, I'll put it up on the screen. I do have some Rebel in there that I might want to have for dessert. But besides that, I will see you guys on Friday. Friday, I'm gonna have up my Shein try-on haul and like unboxing and all that stuff, and oh my gosh, let's just say, spoiler alert, I was pleasantly surprised. And then next week you guys will be getting like an Aulani video all about staying at Aulani and that jazz. So I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, friends.